Yes, accordingly, your services as president will not be required. Please notify all concerned.
All right, Miss Good.
Furthermore, we have a little matter of the state scholarship examination coming up. I'm to administer it, you know.
All right, Miss Gooden, I'll be there.
Mrs. Dill, will you please notify Mr. Cox that twice yesterday the temperature in my room dropped to 69 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, Miss Gooden.
And yesterday morning, 2 of my window shades were 3 inches out of alignment.
All right, I'll tell Ted.
Mr. Top, if you please.
Oh, Pamela, there you are.
Yes, Miss
I have
Elizabeth?
exciting news for you. Tallulah Plutz's mother just phoned to say that Tallulah has a sore throat this morning. So it's possible she might not be able to go out on rusty wings tonight.
What?
She'll probably be all right, of course, but it could be your big chance. Imagine the little understudy Pamela Jones stepping into the lead of the scope play at the last moment. Won't it be dramatic?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. What's your diction, child? Of course, Tallulah is so gifted, but I suppose you'll be able to do quite well, considering.
Thanks.
I must run along now. We're starting As You Like It today. My Shakespeare. By the way, Pamela, you do know your lines.
Oh, pretty well, but after all, Tallulah's as strong as a horse.
Pretty well? Pamela Jones, I expected you word perfect a month ago.
I know, but...
Well, you just better get busy and learn those lines, just in case Tallulah can't go on.
Nobody has turned my script for rescue days, have they?
Oh, you poor kid. What would the school do without you? President of the school council, cheerleader, understudy to the lead in the junior class play, president of the honor society. What, I wouldn't be surprised if they made you principal someday.
Ha! Me, the principal? I dropped dead first. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Lundquist.
Excuse me, Pamela. Morning, Miss Dill.
Oh, hard work, Mr. Lundquist.
Thought I'd stop in for a moment or two on my way to the airport. Say, it sounds like you had a cold.
Oh, I do.
Well, if you don't feel better, you better go home. Overmeyer can take my place while I'm gone.
But Mr. Overmeyer isn't coming in today.
What?
He just phoned in. He's got the flu and can't make it in today.
Well, we'll see about that. What's his number?
Oh, 6. 2. 6.
What? Oh, I got it. I've just got to go to that convention reception. It's a chance of a lifetime for me. Hello? Mrs. Overmeyer, this is Mr. Lundquist at the high school. Miss Dill tells me Herman isn't coming in today. What? What? But he's got to. But, well, he picks a fine day to have a temperature of 103. That's all I can say.
Good morning, Miss Dill.
Oh, hi, bud. Sit down over there. Tell Mr. Lundquist to see you.
Hey, somebody's got this book in place.
Isn't this rather unusual, even for you, Mr. Bailey, to be sent to the principal's office this early in the morning?
Oh, good morning, Mr. Lundquist. This is really for yesterday.
I beg your pardon?
Yesterday I came in for the day before. She meant today. I meant yesterday. It's funny when you really think about it. Tomorrow, today becomes yesterday.
Very funny. I'm afraid you won't be able to continue as vice president of the student council. This sort of thing keeps up much longer, but I'll talk to you later.
That's okay, Mr. Lundquist. No hurry.
And put away that comic book. I won't have Superman in my office.
This is Guna, the jungle woman.
Bob, I have no time. Time? I have only 20 minutes to make it to the airport. You'll just have to take over for the day, Miss Dill.
But Mr. Lundquist,
Well, I've just got to go to that convention. This speech of mine will put me on the state board of directors for sure. Why then, in 3 years, I might even be 5th vice president of the state board. And in 5, I might even be president of the SPPA.
yeah, no telling where you'll wind up. But I've been trying to tell you.
What?
I'm going home.
Home? But Miss Dill, what am I going to do? Why?
I'm sorry, but I've got a terrible cold myself. And I just didn't want to let you get a student in my place.
But that leaves nobody here. Why, that's desertion in the face of the enemy.
I'm sorry, but this face has got a cold in it.
But what am I going to do? I waited 20 years for them to ask me to speak, and if I don't show up, they'll never ask me again.
Why don't you call Mr. Ames?
President of the school board? What? That's a good idea. What's his number? What? Hello? This is Mr. Lundquist with the high school. I'm sorry to wake you this early in the morning, but an emergency has arisen. No? No? No. Miss Dill says she can't stay, and Mr. Overmeyer has the flu, and I have a convention to go to. Could I close down school for the day? No? I'm sorry. Have who take over? Are you kidding? You never kid this early in the morning? I'm sorry.
Oh, what did Mr. Ames say?
He said I should have the student council officers take over.
What?
That's what he said.
Oh, hi, Buzz. I forgot my butt.
Oh, hi, Pam.
Pamela.
Yes, Mr. Lundquist?
Miss Jones, I'm so glad you could make it today.
You'll have to excuse me, Mr. Lundquist. I've got to get back to class for roll call.
Miss Jones, it is of vital importance for me to speak at a convention this afternoon. Normally, in my absence, Mr. Overmeyer attempts to discharge my duties. Sit here, please.
But,
Comfy, isn't it? How'd you like to sit here all day?
huh?
Miss Jones, it is of vital importance for me to speak at a convention this afternoon. So I'm asking you, as a personal favor to me, to act as my place as principal today.
Me?
Mr. Ames, the board president, has already okayed it.
But, Mr. Lundquist, I have that big state scholarship exam to take. It's my only chance to go to college.
We can arrange everything later, I'm sure. Now, I've only got a few minutes left to go to the airport. Don't sign any papers unless you absolutely have to. And
But,
here are my keys. Keep the money locked up at all times in the supply room. And if anyone's sent down here for punishment, you automatically keep them 1 hour after school. Goodbye and good luck. My suitcase.
But Mr. Lundquist, who's the vice principal?
Vice president student. Oh no.
Bill?
That girl, secretary of the student council.
Now that settled, I'm going home.
oh no!
Oh, yes. I'm not sticking around here any longer, especially now. Bud, you go round up that girl.
Shalimar Ames? Why, her and Pam aren't even on speaking terms.
Good. That ought to make things much simpler.
What did I ever do to deserve a fate like this?
Imagine me, the principal.
Give my key. My keys are in my desk. Give them to Shalimar Ames. Lunch hours from 12:30 to 1. I'll lock up 20 minutes after school if it lets out. Goodbye. Oh, where are you off to? Oh, I'm on my way home.
Did you see that strict list? We're going to have to split them between us again.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to cancel for tonight.
Then I'll really have to put my foot down. Maybe put dividers between them or nail the seats of their pants to their chairs. Oh, by the way, how was that cucumber casserole?
It's fine. It's just fine.
Where do you want some candy?
Oh, leave it on the desk, please.
Whew.
You can play that on your note recorder, man.
Where's Mr. Lundquist? Well, Pamela Jones, aren't we being a little presumptuous sitting in the principal's chair? And Bradford J. Bailey, just who do you think you are, the vice principal?
This will kill you, Miss Gill. Sure am.
Nonsense. Get out of there and return to your room immediately.
Okay, Miss Good. No, I'm the vice principal and I'm sticking to my post.
Pamela, what's going on here?
It's all right, Miss Ogilvy. I'm the principal today, and Buzz there's the vice principal.
And I suppose I'm the Queen of Sheba.
I don't know what these young people of today are coming to, Miss Ogilvy. Pamela Jones, if you know what's good for you, you will vacate that chair instantly.
Miss Gooden, I'm trying to tell you, I am the principal today. Mr. Lundquist has gone to a convention, leaving Buzz and I in charge.
Buzz and me, dear. Objective case.
For some reason, it don't seem like the principal, or for the teacher correcting the principal.
It doesn't seem right.
See, I told you.
And where's Miss Dill?
Well, she's gone home too, with the cold.
It's strange Mr. Lundquist didn't say a word about it to us.
He had to catch
out sick with the flu, so Mr. Lundquist phoned Mr. Ames, and Mr. Ames said the student council officers should look after the office today.
Fiddlesticks. Mrs. Clendenning, may I present to you our new principal and vice principal?
Miss Clendenning.
Oh, Miss Good, surely not.
Look, before we do anything rash, why don't we phone Mr. Ames?
I wouldn't do that if I were you. He doesn't like phone calls this early in the morning.
Ha! Hedging already. You're just afraid of our calling, Mr. Ames.
Who's afraid of calling my father?
Oh, Shalimar. Do you know anything about this?
About what? Hello, Bessie.
Hello, Shalimar.
Droll story. To the effect that your father told Mr. Lundquist to have the student council officers take charge. That's right. I was just climbing into my convertible when Father stuck his head out the window and yelled that student council was to take charge today.
I'm going to call him just to, make it official.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. He's allergic to phone calls, especially even when he's feeling good. And he's got a big case coming up in court today.
Hello, Mr. Ames? Yes, this is Miss Gooden at the high school. I'm merely calling to establish the truth of a statement made by two students and your daughter that they were put in charge of the high school. August this morning. No, Mr. Ames, I'm not doubting your daughter's work, but... No, Mr. Ames. Yes, Mr. Ames. Well, you can lead a horse to water, but you certainly can't make him drink.
But Miss Gooden, I didn't ask for this job. I'm only doing it to help out Mr. Lundquist.
Well, I certainly hope you do.
Hiya, Buzz. It's just a big game. Who, me? Don't study too hard in your classes.
Oh, no danger of that.
What did I say? Look, Coach. And another thing, I want you to keep out of this office today. I can't do that. I'm already down here. Lately, you've been down here so many times you're getting best for us from that bench. So try to go one day without being sent to the principal's office. I can't do that. What? I'm already down here. But I haven't finished roll call yet. I'm the vice principal. Look, Buzz, I know you're a terrific strength like your class meeting. We've got a state tournament coming up tonight, and
But he is the vice principal, Mr. Guthrie. I'm the principal, and Shalimar is the school secretary.
maybe I better sit down a while. And look, Coach, where's Mr. Lundquist? He's out on a principal's convention and left us in charge. Come on, kids, cut the comedy. What gives?
It happens to be the truth, Mr. Guthrie. My father approved it.
Oh, we did, huh? You sure you did?
You sure did.
Well, take it easy on the basketball team, that's all I know. And another thing, Coach, I'm not on the team anymore.
Now that you're vice principal, Bessie, why don't you put yourself back on the team?
Shalimar.
That's great. That just leaves me one point for challenge. 10 points lazy brain.
You mean Mom, that's Susan.
That's my boy. Hope he doesn't get sent to the principal's office today. Well, the idiotic idea of letting students run the school. Ah!
Especially some students.
If you mean me, Shalimar, this is worse to point.
I suppose somebody twisted your arm.
Mr. Lundquist asked me to help him out as a personal favor, and I said I would try.
And wouldn't you know I get stuck with this end of the deal. I do all the work and you get all the gravy.
And out of the corners come Kid Jones, leads with the left, and Silent Ames counters with the right to the jot.
Oh, but don't be ridiculous.
Yes, Miss Jones? Is everything satisfactory, Miss Jones? How about some more flowers, Miss Jones? Perhaps another box of chocolate, Miss Jones?
Oh, stop it. We're on the spot, but good. And we've got to do the best we can.
Ha ha and ha. You won't take this to enjoying yourself.
You know, I think I'm going to enjoy this. Wait till all those students start coming in with their problems. Mr. Bailey, my teacher's giving too much homework. That's okay, Susie. Forget about it. We're going to do away with homework. No more homework. Yes, sir, that's our motto.
Buzz, you goon.
Did I hear you say there's no more homework?
Yep.
It's all over school about you kids taking over. No more homework? That sounds so cool.
Furthermore, teachers are going to keep Dr. Peppers in their desk and pass them out every half an hour along with free bubblegum and comic books.
Wow, that's positively interplanetary. Oh, wait.
As you shouldn't have started a silly rumor like that. It's going to be all over the school in 5 minutes.
Make it 2 minutes with Midge and Buffy on the line.
Hang on to your helmets, kitty. I think school's officially started.
Hey, what about that game?
Well, I'm gonna go through some plans with you. We're gonna score more than 100 points this game.
Yeah.
Boy, what a day we face. This boy day is going to be.
Yes, indeed.
No reading, no writing, no arithmetic, or conjugation. Here I come.
I hate to break up the romance between you and your girlfriend in the lovers too, but doesn't Mr. Obermeyer usually go around and collect the attendance at this stage of the game every morning?
Yeah.
So?
Okay.
No need to brush off, Buzz.
Gotta do my duty, I guess.
And who do you two? Somebody's got to get the attendance.
Really having yourself a time, aren't you, Jonesy? Miss Cock of the Walk in person. All you need now is to win the state scholarship, and you're really it with a capital I.
Take it easy, Sarah. We've got a long day ahead of us.
Backing down already, huh?
Don't try to get in my hair. I've got things to do.
Hi, girls.
Morning, Fabersham. You're practically on time today. Only 5 minutes late.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot better lately. Hey, where is everybody? I gotta get a tardy slip.
Miss Almighty there is the acting principal.
Yeah, good gag. Hey, Pam, where's Monkey?
Mr. Lundquist is away today. He asked me to take his place.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
I mean, I gotta get a tardy slip from you before I can go to class.
That's right.
Holy moly.
Excuse me. I'm a senior in high school. Pamela Jones, acting principal. Miss Butterworth? I'll explain all later, Miss Butterworth. You can't? But Miss Butterworth, who am I going to get to take your place? Right.
Now what?
Miss Butterworth just called and she can't get her car started. She said somebody's going to have to take her first hour homemaking class so she can get here.
Well, get that gleam out of your eye. I don't know anything about homemaking.
Well, I can't very well do it.
Well, how about Old Faithful?
You mean Fabersham?
No, Buzz. I bet he'd love it.
Here you are, Sleeping Beauty.
Compared to that character, Rip Van Winkle had insomnia.
Fabersham, wake up!
Going home Sunday. Oh, Mr. Nose Dog.
Here's your tardy slip. Then you can make it to your first hour class.
Wow, is that all the later it is? I was hoping it was near lunchtime.
Why don't you just hibernate the year around?
Boy, what a day we picked. There must be 1 million students coming. A couple of teachers. Well, I guess just one.
Well, you know, Miss Butterworth phoned in. She's going to be a little late.
Well, what a racket she's got. Cooking in the kitchen, surrounded by beautiful chicks. Cooking. That's the life for me.
Buzz?
What do I do with these 5 6x6 and lump the chunks by clothes?
Buzz?
Please, call me Mr. Bailey.
Mr. Bailey.
I do hope what you have to say right now is important, because right about now, I'm about to make an attendance report, whatever that is. And as often, every time I've been down in here, which has not been solid, Mr. Obermeyer is that blue.
How come you know so much about this office?
Look, Toots, you spend as much flying time down here as I do. You know all about running this office.
Well, then you know that one of the vice principal's duties is to act as a substitute when there's no one to fill in.
Yeah, sure.
So?
Come on, Pam, have a heart. I couldn't do it. Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Have a heart. I couldn't do it. What do I know about cooking, making, bed making, or dressmaking?
What does Butterworth know?
Come on, it's just so Miss Butterworth to get here.
In one word, no. What do I know about crocheting an egg or stitching up an omelet or whatever women do.
You disappoint me.
All right, so I disappoint you.
I was hoping so much you'd help out in this emergency. The girls were getting kicked out of having you as their instructor, getting the band's viewpoint and so on. I know I would.
You would?
Of course, Leslie.
I'll do it, even if it kills me. It probably will.
With your lunch, Elmer, you should go out for steak.
I would, Pamela dear, if I could be sure all the judges would be men.
I'm back.
Now what?
This good one's 38 more downslip reports.
Downslip? I don't know where they're kept.
I do. Mr. Lundquist says keep them in this little fire room.
All right, lead on with that.
Hello, darling. Oh, hello, Tallulah. How are things on Broadway? Give me time, Salmar. Give me time. Right now, I bear a message for Mrs. Clement. Well, then bear it to the principal. I'm only the secretary. Well, where is the principal? In there, playing cops and robbers.
Hey, Pam!
Good to send me down to say her room isn't warm enough. Well, tell her to chop up some freshmen and burn them. How odd. Mrs. Clement reports your room is much too warm.
Ain't it fierce? Hey, Pam! Keep praying for them, Fabersham. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, Pam, no hurry.
Pamela, I was about to.
Hey, pal, you better bring up Brother Todd and have him shoot some heat in Gooden's room. Her false teeth are chattering like machine guns.
All right, but how do I get him?
Mr. Obermeyer usually sticks his head out into the hall and yells, "Hey, Tick."
Well, I can't very well do that.
I believe Mr. Lundquist usually pushes a button on his desk.
Oh, yes. I wonder which one to push.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny looks good.
I think Beanie.
No, Eeny.
All right, all right. Hang on to your hat. Something's bound to happen.
I guess not.
Well, now that you've got everyone outside, why don't you lock the doors and send them all home?
Hey, that's a good idea. You wait right here until I get everybody back in.
Where's the fire? Where's the fire?
There isn't any fire, Miss Gooden. I pushed one button by mistake.
A false fire alarm? Well, really, I should think you'd be more careful of disturbing my intermediate algebra class and causing us all to dash out into the cold. If I catch my death from pneumonia, it'll be your fault. It might be well to bring them in again, might it not?
Oh, yes, but what do I do? Push the button again?
I guess so.
Well, which one did I push?
It was the second one, Beanie. It was Beanie. I believe it was the lowest one, Mo. Button. Who's got the button?
Well, here goes nothing. Something's bound to happen. Nope, then it must be this one. Might you girls better be getting back to class too?
No, it's more fun here.
Mrs. Clendenning sent me with a message.
All right, but I'll take care of it. I'm sure I bet Mr. Todd and...
Somebody want me? Hey, what are you kids doing in here?
Miss Lundquist is away today.
don't come near Clendini's room until she's suffocated. Then maybe I could get a little peace and quiet around here.
Mr. Lundquist.
Mr. Lundquist is at a convention today, Miss Ratchet.
Let me tell this sawed-off with thick-skulled Superman where my bucket.
Your bucket? What do you mean? I suppose you brought that bucket from the money.
That's a lot of the money I get here. I couldn't buy dandelion for my husband's grave. Well, this bucket was given to me by the school board, and I don't want you pouring your filthy soap suds into it.
My filthy soap says, listen, you bum supplier. They got something in my hall.
Your house, let me laugh again.
Oh, shit! Going back to Cleveland, you came here, you cross-eyed beanpole.
Painful, you're so low down you can strike the top off the bottom of the chair without even bending over. And another thing I can tell you.
Excuse me, I'm running in. You got your car sorted? Yes, your car will be looked after.
Mr. Jones, did you just ring the fire alarm?
Yes, Mr. Jeffrey, he was an accident.
Well, take it easy, sister. I don't want my basketball players catching a cold.
Catching cold. What a bunch of penguins. Well, when I went to school...
Was it reform school?
Listen to you.
Wait, is all this because the Lundquist thing back?
I can't wait. This is my bucket.
All I gotta say, if that's your bucket, then I'm Napoleon.
All right, Napoleon. Time for Duke of Wellington. Mr. Cox.
Yes, Miss Gooden.
Do I have to go down to the furnace room and shovel on more coal myself?
You can't do that.
And why not?
Because we got an oil burner. That's why.
Who does get paid any money anymore anyways? Come along, Melisande. I said come along, Melisande. Oh, that's my name. What, Duffy? Don't you believe that sawed-off room documents? This is my bucket and I prove it.
Don't worry, Miss Ratchet. I'll get a pill for you as soon as possible.
In the meantime, what am I supposed to do for scrubbing water? Spit water out of my mouth?
Hadn't you better be getting back to class too, Tallulah?
And who do you think you are to tell me what to do? She's just the principal, remember? Oh, all right. Spoiled sport.
The rate I'm going, I'm not going to have a single friend left by the end of the day.
Cheer up, sweetheart. You've always got me.
Well, at least I know I can always count on Bez. He'll never let me down.
That's what you think.
Now, this is what you broke me into. Buzz Bailey dress line. Oh, man. This, please, you just the right size, they said. Right side of my foot. I'm gonna get a fire trap, man.
Why, hello, you beautiful Shalimar.
Hello, Ronald. I'm gonna go put my stuff in my locker.
Why, Julie Roberts!
Were you looking at something?
Yeah, you know that mean woman's ugly.
She isn't mean, and she definitely isn't old.
She started disturbing the whole entire class with my snoring, so she sent me down.
Did you bring the satisfactory failure report with you?
Baby, don't be funny.
I'm not a babe, and I don't think you're friends.
But a little hard to get along with, aren't we?
Hey, take it easy there, Romeo.
Yeah, what do you think this is anyhow?
Don't be scratchy, sweetheart. All Rhoda wants to do is lay his curly head on Pam's soft shoulder and soft.
Lay up for you, big baboon.
Don't play school.
I'll school teach you.
Go on, I can't hit a lady.
Don't let that stop you.
Get your hand off me, wolf!
What, may I ask, is the meaning of this? I'm the vice principal here. Anything I can do for you?
Yes, you can tell me the meaning of this and right now. right now. I'm not bragging about it. Now then, what's the meaning of all this?
Well, you see, Mr. Ames.
Oh, sorry. Are you the young lady supposedly put in charge by Mr. Lundquist?
Yes, I'm Pamela Jones.
And I suppose you think this is a way to run a principal's office? Wrestling with this runaround Romeo? Letting your vice principal parade through the halls like Betty Crocker in a nightgown.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get back to class.
And high time, I'd say. Now you, get out of there, get up and get that thing out of here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ames.
Shalimar,
Oh, hello, Dad.
what are you doing here?
I'm taking Miss Dill's class today.
Sewing class. At the same time, we're studying chocolate mousse.
So, next thing Buzz knew, you wound up in a medium oven with a 6-inch ham.
Oh, stop talking gibberish.
But that's all right. When they wanted to give me a Tony, man, or a perm, yeah, whatever those things are called, man, I quit.
I can't say that I blame you.
And when I came to hear that wolf Ronald Sassoon.
I don't think Ronald will try that again, Mr. Ames.
Yeah, relax, Pop. Ronnie's harmless.
All right. We all make mistakes. Well, I remember when I was in academy.
Is this the one about the kind with the giant Euler's horse and the demo routine of women's bathtub fight?
No. Skip. How are the teachers taking this situation?
Well, there hasn't been any serious trouble so far, Mr. Ames.
Tell you what I'll do. I have a few minutes before court opens. Why don't I just go around to you and see the various teachers and sort of make it official. All right?
That'll be fine, Mr. Ames.
And you, young man, had better get back to that kitchen and see what's cooking.
Right, Mr. Ames.
Yeah, Shalimar, look after things, will you, dear?
I'll look after things, all right? Hello? You have the wrong number. This is the Imperial Pickle Works. Mrs. Clendenny says her room is so warm the paint is beginning to crack. Well, why doesn't she open a window? She can't. Paint has a crack now. Frankly, I don't know why people get so bothered by non-essentials. I will have my career comes about. Speaking of careers, Tallulah, I'm surprised you're in school today. Yes, I was telling Mother I should let school interfere with my leaving this place. Acting can be such a drain on my system. And Pamela Jones, she's my understudy, you know, doesn't even know her lines yet. So, well, of course, I think you look good as a fiddle. Of course I do, and who says I don't? Well, I don't like to say, but who was it? Tell me, Shalimar, tell me. Well, don't say I said so, but Pamela Jones said she didn't think you'd last out the day. Ha! My precious little understanding. I bet she'd like to see me drop dead first. Well, she didn't exactly say that, but I gathered. Why, that little... I'll show her. That's right, Tallulah, you could show her. In fact, you could even show her up. What do you mean? Well, if you were to become ill, or pretend to. But I can't! I have a lead, and the show opens tonight. That's the idea. Leading actress stricken suddenly. Think of all the worried people. Think of all the attention you'll get. But who will play my part? Pamela Jones, of course. But Pamela doesn't even know her lines yet. That's just the point. Think what a hash she'll make of it, how stupid she'll look. And then think how the audience will clamor tomorrow night to see you, a real actress, return to all her glory in her starring role of Rusty Wings. Oh, you mean if I...
Oh, Tallulah, there you are. I was just going to phone your mother about you. How do you feel, dear?
Well,
Mrs. Clendenning said you didn't look so good. Do you have a fever?
No, but... I was just saying, Miss Ogilvy, how surprised I was to even see her in school today. Now that you mention it, I don't feel so good.
Tallulah! Oh, this poor child has to go right home and get right into bed.
Well, what about the play?
The play will go on. Pamela Jones can play the part. I've got my script right here. She can work on the lines all afternoon.
She's right, Tallulah. You go straight home. Miss Ogilvy, you're so good to me. I don't know if I can make it home or not.
You poor dear. I have a free hour right now. I'll take you home myself.
It's a play.
Shalimar, take this playbook and give it to Pamela Jones when she returns. Tell her to rehearse all afternoon on the lines. to make sure she can go on tonight in Tallulah's place.
Oh, my head. My throat.
Don't you ever pull out your class on them trophy cases? Look at that! She didn't even empty the wastebasket last night.
Oh, Mr. Todd?
Yeah? Oh, Miss Ames. Something I could do for you?
Mrs. Clendenning sent down a message asking if you could give her some more heat.
Did she ask nice?
Very nicely.
She did? In that case, I'll send her some more heat. Right away. Lots more heat.
Excuse me, Mr. Todd. Any messages to me while we're on that homework?
No, I'm very quiet. 2 minutes.
Say, boss, there was something I was supposed to tell you. Oh yeah, there's an express truck out the side door with the costumes for the school play.
It's about time there, right? How's the man bring him in?
We won't bring them in till they're signed for.
But Mr. Lundquist said I shouldn't sign any papers.
They don't come off the truck till the principal signs for them.
Well, all right, I'll go talk to him. Answer that for me, will you, Shelmer? I'll be right back.
Don't kill yourself on my account. Hello, this is the Imperial Pickle. Oh, Mr. Lundquist? I thought you were done ages ago. Oh, your briefcase? Just a minute. Yeah, it's here. Open it, okay. Take out exam papers. All right. Yes, Mr. Lundquist, I have my card. I'll bring him out to the airport just as soon as I can. Hey, what's your hurry? Lunkhead missed the plane and then forgot his speech. I'm going to run this out to the airport. Take over for me while I'm gone, will you? Who, me? That's so. Well, I hope in cute guy gets sent down to the office. Well, I'll catch you later then.
Anywhere in here will be all right, Mr. Todd.
This is the end of the line, as far as I'm concerned. What is it in this truck, anyhow? Suits and armor? No wonder elephants look sad. They gotta carry a truck around all their lives.
Oh, no, Mr. Todd, it's not that bad.
I know my back was broke to start with. Here's Keith.
Aren't you going to help me unpack the costumes?
Can't. Gotta send more heat up to Clendenning's room. Lots more heat.
Hey, where's Shelmer?
Just took a powder for the airport and said Lunkhead missed his plane and forgot his speech. His briefcase.
He was in such a hurry. He must have forgotten it. Where did this come from?
Excuse me.
Maybe it's Mr. Lundquist's speech.
You better open it and find out. You can still phone the airport.
Well, all right.
What's the matter?
This is the state exam I'm supposed to take.
Wow, the chance of a lifetime, huh?
I couldn't do something like that. I'll lock it up in the supply room.
Don't be a dope, Pam. If I had a chance like that, I'd get a score of 100. Or even 200, maybe. Well, now that I'm the new school secretary, there's going to be some changes made around here. I'm going to fix up all my scores in the record book and let out school at noon and definitely abolish homework.
You better take it easy then.
Hi, Jules. I mean, folks.
Oh, what the awful smell!
This is the homework assignment.
I don't get it.
Tomorrow in cooking class, I told my girls to make a limburger and onion steak. Actually, this is about an 85.
I'm supposed to be a 95 if I got dead.
Yeah, where's Shelmer?
Why do you miss her?
Will I do in her place?
Oh, no. I resigned, man. What's this? Do people live in it or something?
Those are the costumes the rest doing. Do
collecting tickets tonight like a meeting, so I might as well see him now.
Wow, scrumptious.
They're pretty cool, all right. Oh no, better tuck this liver in the sandwich.
There's nothing there.
Anybody got a glass?
A glass of what for?
Water, of course. Mrs. Clendenny just fainted from all that heat. How about you, boy?
Nope.
You missed?
Not me.
Guess I better go look somewhere else.
Buzz, what are you doing?
Trying to get this dumb thing open before the liver in the sandwich will ruin all the costumes.
Pam's taking the keys with her.
Well, I gotta get him back and get that limburger out of there. I mean, pardon you, Miss Puddin. Pardon you, Miss Puddin.
And what are you doing here?
I'm acting school secretary, Miss Lee. Anything I can do for you?
Yes, I have come to get the papers for the state scholarship exam I have to administer. I don't suppose you know where they are.
Why, yes. Pam just put them in here.
Pamela Jones?
Yes, Miss Gooden.
That's highly irregular, I must say. Pamela Jones is one of the candidates. Oh, hello, Ronald. Something you wanted?
You see, Mr. Harper, he sent me down here.
Mr. Harper?
Yes, Miss Good.
And what have you been doing now?
Oh, just writing some poetry.
You? Poetry? Impossible.
Here's the examination, Miss Gooden. Right here in this envelope.
And I suppose Miss Jones has seen what's in this envelope?
Well, no. She only glanced at it.
What? Well, I shall certainly speak to Mr. Lundquist about this. Oh, and another thing. I'm ready to begin the state scholarship examination, and Pamela Jones is not present.
Well, she just had to run up to Mrs. Clendenny's room.
If she's not in my room in 5 minutes, I shall begin without her, and she will not be admitted.
But Pam can't help it if she...
That's my final word. Why don't you watch where you're going?
Don't you go, you're watching. Well, there you are.
You told me to come down here, Mr. Harper. Always try to cooperate.
Wait till our principal hears about this. Oh, you gods and little fishes, that child is principal today.
Miss Jones, the acting principal, will be back in a minute. Would you care to wait, Mr. Harper?
Certainly shall we. Great jumping Jupiter, what am I doing here? I'll wait on the teacher.
He seems to be rather disturbed.
Disturbed? Why, he's ready to chew nails and spit horseshoes. But that just goes to show you the power of love.
Love? Do tell, Ronald.
Well, you see, first of all,
Everything all right, babe?
Fine, only Miss Gooden was in,
and Mr. Harper, and listen, Pam.
And what is on what is laughingly called your mind, Mr. Sassoon?
I wouldn't talk like that to the captain of the basketball team with our review.
Well, I am talking. I never worked in a bakery, but I do know a crumb when I see one.
Come on now, aren't you being a little bitter?
Let's get down to brass knuckles. What are you aiming for this time?
Well, you see, it's all so silly,
Miss Jones, I'm informed you're the acting principal today.
That's right, Mr. Harper.
This is all very irregular, I suppose, but I demand this young fellow be punished.
Punished?
That's what I said.
But what can I do? Turn him over my knee and spank him?
At least you have the power to keep him after school.
Well, yes, but...
Then keep him.
But Mr. Harper, what did he do?
I'd rather not discuss the matter.
But it doesn't seem right for me to punish someone if I don't know what it's for.
Well, he wrote a poem.
A poem? What's wrong with that?
You keep out of it.
What kind of poem, Mr. Harper?
This young man evidently thinks he's quite a wit. Hand it over, Shakespeare.
Mr. Harper, I only wrote it for fun.
Who's fun? Hand that paper to Miss Jones.
I'm sorry, Mr. Harper, but I can't seem to make out his writing, if you can call it that.
Very well then, give it to me. Song sung by Harper for good. Twinkle, twinkle, gray-haired miss. Feel a little load of this. Others think you gray and cold, but I think you're fresh and bold. Keep rhapsodizing about Miss Good and me, remember? Won't you run in the sun with me and kiss me under a sycamore tree? I've watched you from afar, shining like a distant star.
That's good.
Oh, you think so? Listen to this. If you had 2 heads, my dear, I could kiss you twice as much, I fear. You're the sweetest chocolate pudding. Take not of my silvery hair.
going to do about this purple outrage?
Well, I suppose I'll have to keep Ronald after school.
But if you do that, I couldn't go to the state basketball tournament, and I'm the captain.
You should have thought of that before you wrote this ridiculous doggerel and passed around my class.
But, Mr. Harper, couldn't you stay after school on Monday?
Miss Jones, I'm waiting for you to do your duty.
There you are, Pamela Jones. I complained to his office that my room is too hot, so what do you try to do? You try to cook me.
Hello there, Miss Pudding. I just sent some more heat up to your room. Now what I say?
Looks like the heat's on. Was there something, Mr. Todd?
Miss Ogilvy says to take the costumes out of the trunk and look backstage.
All right, go ahead.
You got the key?
Well, yes. Well, I did have them.
Oh, Pam, Buzz was looking for you. He needs the key to get the trunk open.
What did Buzz want the trunk open for?
I can't tell you now, but it was a pretty long reason.
Quick, Midge, run up to Mrs. Clinton's room and see if I left the keys in there, will you?
Sure, Pam.
I'll stop back. I got work to do.
Now, Miss Jones, I was saying,
Mr. Harper, this is a terrible spot to be in. I know that Ronald would laugh, but he is the captain of the basketball team and the best player we've got.
I'm not interested in the extracurricular exploits of my pupils. And I refuse to be the butt of moronic contempt of humor like kids.
Mr. Harper, I only wrote it in fun. I didn't really mean.
Miss Jones, if you do not make this young upstart stay after school, I shall ask the other teachers to walk out of this building with me, thereby putting an end to this academic nightmare.
But Mr. Harper, you couldn't do that, or the school would have to close down,
And the team wouldn't be able to go to the tournament, and
there'd be no school play tonight, and I'm going to take my state scholarship exam.
I'm going to talk to the other teachers. I shall expect your answer upon my return.
I don't know what to do.
how'd I know Harpy'd get himself in such an uproar? I'd better go tell Coach.
Pamela, isn't that trunk open? I told Mr. Tuck 5 minutes ago to get these costumes out so I could get them aired and pressed. Pam!
You know that key? I can't find it.
What key?
The key to the music department? The key the lost chord was written in?
Very funny.
Miss Ogilvy, I guess the key to the trunk is lost.
What? The key to my costumes? How can I ever put on rusty wings without my costumes?
Hi, Miss Ogilvy. All set for the big play tonight?
All set? Oh, I never heard of such a thing. All my efforts for all these weeks wasted just because this Bobby saucer goes and loses the key to my costume trunk. Pardon me.
Pardon me. Well, Miss Jones, where have you been?
I've been in and out of here all morning.
Really? Well, you may be interested to know that your innings and outings have just cost you your chance at the state scholarship. Oh, Pam, I meant to tell you. I'm sorry.
But Miss Clinton, that was my only chance to go to college.
How unfortunate.
What do you know about that?
Buzz, you don't have the keys to this trunk, do you?
Say, look, my Limburger and onion sandwich is in there, and somebody don't get it out soon. Those costumes aren't even going to be worth getting out.
Oh,
Phew, can you smell it? It stinks. That's not all that stinks around here. See here, Miss Jones. What's going on around here?
Frankly, Mr. Guthrie, I don't know. I'm about 8 headaches behind.
Harper says if you don't keep Ronald after school, he's going to quit. And have all the other teachers quit too. How do you feel, Ron boy?
Well, pretty good.
Oh, pretty good. Miss Jones, you're making a nervous wreck of this boy. How's that sore on, Ron boy?
Well, now that you mention it,
Sit down, Ron boy. Take it easy. Relax. Like me.
Well, Miss Jones,
Hey, Harper, what's going on around here?
Mr. Harper, if you don't mind.
Okay, Mr. Harper. What's this all about?
I've explained it all to Miss Jones. Well, what's the word, Miss Jones?
You keep your hands on my belly! What can I say? You're fucking walk out the mail since you stole it, put out. And it fires you to drink out of it.
This buck in my foot!
Go on, it isn't big enough for you to put your foot in.
Still isn't big enough!
Don't call me an idiot. I'm your boss.
ask us to do everything else. I still think the vice principal, that's me, you know, ought to be the one counting the tickets.
And I still think he ought to be able to get the same count twice in a row, too.
Oops, that. Well, I'll be moseying on.
While you're moseying, you might ask Mr. Top to check to keep my auditorium very carefully. I've had about all I can stand for one day here.
Okay, Miss Lincoln, sure will. Talk about the straw that broke the camel's back. He's the whole bale.
I don't think I've put in a day such as this in all my 12 years of teaching.
Nor I. Just wait till Mr. Lundquist gets back. I'll give him an earful. Now, if our principal.
This must be the last of the tickets for money. I don't know where the ushers can seat everybody.
Oh, 18 more. That makes,
$350.25.
oh, thank you. Now where's the cash box?
In the storeroom. I'll get it for you, Mr. Harper. Any word on Faversham yet?
Not yet. His parents say he still hasn't come home.
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't get on the train with the basketball squad when they left for the tournament right after school.
Yeah, he probably saw the players lined up for the train. Thought it was a cafeteria.
I know. All right.
Our principal, I wouldn't be scared.
Oh, nonsense. They don't come any finer than Pamela.
Here it is. It's locked, but I've got the key to someplace. I think Mr. Lundquist had everything all in there, all counted and ready to deposit in the bank.
Pam, Miss Ogilvy is looking for you.
All right, tell her I'll be right there.
Fine. I'll just add tonight's cash, and we're all set. They're not bad. Nearly $400 in the soul box.
Isn't it wonderful? Imagine our school play bringing in that much money. Do you think it'll be safe to leave it in here?
Oh, certainly, my dear. Just put it in the storeroom and lock it up.
I'll have to hurry and get backstage. Ogilvy's already worried to death.
Dallas has a reason.
Oh, now, Mr. Hardy, you know you just love a good play.
Good play, yes. I only hope this first beer leaves some of those dreadful bang-bang things on television.
Oh, Mr. Harper.
Am I in time for the play?
I'm afraid so. Can we go in, ladies? It's late.
Yes, I told my husband to save our seat. I don't suppose he saved an extra seat. Sorry, Amelia. Oh, well, I'm on supervision anyhow. Oh, Pam.
Yes, Miss Gooden?
Say, Pam, I was wondering.
You'll have to excuse me, Miss Gooden. I've got to get backstage.
I know you don't feel too kindly towards me about missing the examination and all. I guess I was a bit arbitrary. That's why I decided to intercede with Mr. Lundquist on Monday and let you take it anyways.
Oh, that's a relief.
No hard feelings?
Of course not, but I really do have to get backstage.
Pam,
Yes, Miss Gooden?
I understand that the trouble with Lawrence is to begin with the poem he allegedly wrote.
Why, yes.
Why did it mention my name?
Well,
I don't suppose you happen to have a copy of the said verse.
yes, I don't think that you want to read it.
And is there any reason why I shouldn't?
Well, it's really just a matter between Mr. Harper and Ronald. So,
Saying that it's about me, I think I'm concerned too. Is this it?
yes, but what do you mean?
Oh?
Pam, Miss Ogilvy wants you on stage right now.
Pam,
Yes, Miss Gooden?
can I trust you?
Why, yes.
Promise me you won't repeat a single word of this, not a single word.
If it's that important to you, I promise.
Dear, I feel so silly, but do you suppose that Robin might have noticed anything in Mr. Harper's behavior that prompted the writing of such a verse? Huh? Well, I mean, if deep down inside Mr. Harper really
that she disappeared. But what do you want me to do with it? Be a good sport. Go backstage, talk in a whisper, as if your voice heard you. At the end of the first act, go to Pamela's dressing room and congratulate her. Tell her there's no hard feelings. And when she isn't looking, stick the money into my handbag. But what if she sees me? Or, well, just be sure she doesn't. Then you keep out of sight. Sometime at the end of the third act, I'll put a bug in Mr. Harper's ear that he needs to check things in here. And by the end of the show, well, we'll see if Pamela Jones is good enough actress to talk her way out of this one. Well, no.
I'm glad that you enjoyed rescuing. And now on behalf of the cast and backstage staff, I'd like to present to you, Miss Ogilvy, our faithful and hardworking director, with a small token of appreciation and esteem. I hope that this watch, Miss Ogilvy, may always record pleasant hours for you.
Why, thank you, Pamela. And all of you nice kids. Oh, I mean, students. It's just wonderful of you to do such a thing for me. But Pamela here is the one that really deserves all the credit. Stepping in on such short notice and carrying off that part so wonderfully. I don't know how you did it.
I don't either. You can thank the prompter for that.
But you really shouldn't have done this for me. I mean, I really appreciate it, and I'm awfully proud of y'all, but I just...
Just a minute, Miss Obi. I'm sorry, but I'll just have to interrupt. Here I'm back in like 5 minutes and something terrible has happened. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to spoil your enjoyment of rusty wings in this fashion, but something very urgent has arisen. I must ask you all to remain seated until it's taken care of. Mr. Lundquist, it's a good thing you're back. There's a very urgent matter I must see you about.
What do you mean, remain seated, when I'm supposed to get this mess cleaned up and go home, hey, such as it is?
Please, one at a time.
Now that the proper authority of the school is back, I demand
Do I need every time or not? There's always some dumb program to pick up and gun rappers too. And there's always some dope that leaves his hat coat or overshoes. Well, last class, I just had a set of false teeth on the floor.
It's your overtime. Will you please let me take care of this other matter first?
Mr. Lundquist, what is it? Are the costume people getting worried about their costumes already?
I'm afraid it's more serious than that, Miss Ogilvy. Miss Jones, will you come to the office with me? And you too, Miss Ogilvy.
What's going on there, Lundquist?
None of your business, sir. Who are you?
I'm Elmer B. Ames, and as president of the school board, I think you certainly owe me and this audience an explanation.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ames. I didn't recognize your voice, and these footlights are so bright that I...
All right, we all make mistakes. Now then, what's the meaning of this?
I'd rather not discuss it in front of the audience, sir.
Well, good heavens, man, at least tell me. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't blame him for not telling you. If you'll be patient with us and remain seated, I'm sure everything will soon be all right.
I suggest you go to my office.
Ah, good idea.
It's quicker through here, Mr. Ames.
I think nobody's here.
Never mind, I'll find myself.
Relax, folks. Take all the time you want. I don't care if you stay all night. Now that I'm getting overtime, just please, no gum under the seats and no chewing back on the floor.
Now then, what's the meaning of all this?
Well, what's this level 5 receipt for this call? What? My receipt's been stolen.
Sure enough, clean as a whistle. How much?
Well, there's about $250 in there last time when I locked it up. Found about 50 more tonight.
How did you happen to miss it?
Well, I just flew in from the convention. I couldn't withstand the call of duty any longer, so
You shouldn't have listed it in the first place.
Well, anyhow, knowing the play was on and all, I hurried right out here from the airport. Meantime, one of the students handed me this note. Said you better check the cash box in the office.
Did you?
Yes, I came right in here. There was the cash box open and the money gone. About then, Mr. Lundquist came in, and so I hurried out and asked everyone to remain seated.
Well, what good will that do? You can't search 700 people.
Well, Miss Gooden's been on corridor duty, and she says no one's left. It was only since the play began. Well,
locked up the money in the first place?
Well,
Come on, speak up, man. I'm the president of the school board.
I locked it up, Mr. Ames.
Oh, you did, huh? Well, where's the money?
Well, I don't know. It was there in the box when I put it away and locked the supply room door.
But the door's open now.
Are you sure you locked it?
I distinctly remember that she did. And I'm sure Miss Cash and Mrs. Clendenny can verify it.
Miss Olin, will you please go get Mrs. Cash and Mrs. Clendenny?
Certainly, Mr. Lundquist, there must be some terrible mistake.
What did you do with the keys? You didn't have them with you while you were cavorting around on stage, did you?
Well, no, Mr. Ames.
Well, where are they?
Well, I don't know. I suppose I left them in the dressing room when...
Oh, excuse me, but some girls backstage asked me to bring this to Pamela.
Oh, my handbag. Thank you, Mrs. Ames.
Just sit down, Miss Jones.
But that's my handbag. The keys to the storeroom are in it.
Pam, what's wrong?
I said, sit down.
Hey, keep your hands off my girl.
What are you doing in here? Getting in my hair again?
Well, I'm the vice principal here. Still.
You were the vice principal.
Oh, Mr. Lundquist.
I don't believe your presence is needed here anymore, young man.
Pam's in trouble.
Mr. Bailey, if I need you, I'll send for you.
Well, Mr. Lundquist.
There's the door.
Oh, keep your chin up, Pam. If you need me, just call it, please.
Now then, Miss Good, I'll trouble you to see what's in that handbag.
But that happens to be my personal property.
I'm sorry, Pam.
Now, let's see if there's anything in this bag that doesn't belong to Miss Jones.
Please, Mr. Harper, did you?
Police?
Two.
Mr. Guthrie.
Hiya, Lunky. Man, what a trip we had. Halfway to the state tournament, our train was stopped by a snowslide. Then we got a telegram saying the tournament was postponed till next week. Kind of cool.
You certainly are.
So, Pamela, honey, here's your criminal. You can teach him after school as long as you want. He was a naughty, naughty boy.
We'll talk this over Monday, Mr. Guthrie.
What? Oh, private, huh? Come on, Ron boy.
I'm sorry about this afternoon, Mr. Harper. I promise it won't happen again.
Well, all right, Ronald. We'll just forget about it this time. That's pretty decent of you, Harpy. But the last time, my name is Mr. Harper. A harpy, in case you didn't know, has the body of a bird and the face of a woman. That's what I mean. Mr. Guthrie, do you mind stepping into the hall with me for a moment? Excuse us. This won't take the moment.
You were right.
Hey, stop it, I say. I won't have this comic brawling in my office.
There was nothing common about that.
Oh, Mr. Harper, are you all right?
It's just a little skin off my knuckle.
Mr. Lundquist, is this the kind of faculty you have? Mr. Guthrie, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Sorry, Mr. Ames. I guess I was kind of out of line. Say, Harpy? I mean, Mr. Harper. Right like that, you ought to be coaching the boxing team. College Hurricane Harper. Well, I can believe that. No hard feelings. Apology accepted. Come on, Ron boy, I'll take you home.
Oh, Mr. Harper, your hand is bleeding.
It's nothing, Miss Gidget.
Please, please, we have a very important matter to attend to.
So do I. Come with me, Mr. Harper. There's a first aid kit in the storeroom. I want to fix you before inspection sets in.
No, Lundquist. Open up that handbag.
Well,
Dad, aren't you about through? I'm tired of waiting.
I should be right with you.
Well, snap it up.
Well, open it up then.
Well, since it is Pamela's property. Here, Pamela, let me open it up. Here, let me up.
Oh, all right.
Well, what's this?
Why, I don't know.
Pamela, that money, was it from the play receipts?
It must be. And she had it in her purse all the time.
I can't believe it. It's still the same rubber band, but
But I didn't take it, honest. I didn't know it was in my purse.
Well, Mr. Lundquist, there's your missing money. And here's your thief. Now then, I better go let that audience loose.
should have waited there till you came back.
I know, but
Guess I must have fallen asleep behind that big filing cabinet.
Faversham, lately you're always sleeping.
Or eating. Your parents have been looking all over for you.
Just a minute. If you were in that supply room, then you must have seen who took the cash box.
Well,
Speak up, boy. I'm the president of the school board, and I won't stand for any of this nonsense.
Yes, Faversham, speak right up. This money was found in Pamela's purse. So if she didn't take it, why?
I woke up when the person who took it, but...
Are you saying you saw someone enter that room take the money?
Yes, Mr. Ames.
Well, who was it?
Do I have to say, sir? After all, you got the money back in.
But the money was found in Pamela's purse, Faversham, so she didn't take it. Why?
Oh, no, Pam didn't take it. No.
Well, then, who did?
Well,
If you know who did, then you better start talking.
Yes, Faversham, speak right up.
okay, the girl that took it dropped one of her gloves. This one.
Glove, eh? You know something, Lundquist? There's something familiar about it.
Yes, sir. She took the money from where Pam put it, carried it out here, and left that door open.
Dad, aren't you about through yet?
I said to wait.
Now then,
Furbisher, or whatever your name is. What's
Well, Dad, what are you doing with my glove?
your glove?
Well, yeah, I lost it somewhere tonight. I don't remember just where.
Oh, well, then maybe I can tell you. You lost it when you took the cash box from the supply room earlier tonight, didn't you?
Well, no,
Yes, she did, Mr. Ames. She took the money.
I didn't. You're lying, Faversham.
She took it all right, Mr. Ames. I saw her. Then she brought the cash box out here, and...
All right, I did take it. But I didn't steal the money, and I didn't put it in Pamela's handbag. You've got to believe me, Dad. You've just got to.
well then, who did put it in Pamela's purse, Shalimar?
Well, good night, everybody.
Just a minute. Now then, Shalimar, you didn't put it in Pamela's purse.
I think I can explain that, Mr. Lundquist, or rather Tallulah Plutz can.
Tallulah?
Yes, I was questioning everyone backstage when Tallulah came in and admitted everything.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't want to do it. The shower Ames. Shut up, you little fool.
But why? Why did you two girls want to do something so terrible?
I'm afraid, Mr. Ames, that it's all a matter of professional or perhaps I should say amateur jealousy. I don't know what you're going to do with your daughter, Mr. Ames, but as far as I'm concerned, Tallulah Plutz will never be in another play I direct. And she's not going to star in Rusty Wings tomorrow night either.
I ain't got time for nothing, so take her away.
I don't know what to say.
well, I do. Thanks, Faversham.
Wow, I'm awake too. Well, I guess I'll go home and go to bed. I'm tired.
Shalimar, I haven't decided yet all I'm going to do to you, but
But why don't we just forget about it, Mr. Ames? After all, the money's back and nobody's hurt. And I'm sure that Shalimar didn't...
oh yes she did. She may be my daughter, but she's a spoiled brat, and it's high time that
Dad, what are you going to do?
I ought to give you the wailing of your life, right out there in front of everyone.
But you can't.
Oh, well, I can stop your allowance, and I can stop your dates, and I can forbid you to use
Mr.
the car.
Lundquist, you better get out there and tell that crowd something.
She's right, Mr. Lundquist. They're getting awful restless.
Kind of has, too.
For me, I'd almost forgotten. I better go let them loose.
Just a minute, Lundquist. I'll tell him the truth, too. And you're coming with me, Miss Shalimar.
What? No,
You're
no,
coming
I
right out
won't.
on that stage and facing that crowd.
No, I won't do it. You can't make me do it.
Oh, can't I? Mrs. Ratchet, how would you like to have my daughter as a helper from 3 to 6 o'clock in the afternoon? Helping washing windows, polishing the floors, scrubbing toilets.
Attaboy, Mr. Ames. I could use an extra help around here.
Well, Shalimar, it's up to you. Either you apologize publicly right now, or you help Mrs. Ratchet after school for lunch.
Okay, I'll do it. I suppose I can take it if you can.
Well, that's better.
Why, thank you, Mr. Harper.
Mrs. Ratch, I'm sorry about keeping you so late.
I don't mind. Fact of the matter is, now that Mr. Clock here is going to stay and help me.
That's right, Mayor. Hey, Mrs. Ratch, let's get started.
Got it eaten out of my hand.
That's all, Mr. Lundquist. I think I'll say goodnight. Oh, good show, Miss Ogilvy. Did I give you a lift home, Pamela?
Oh, why, thank you, Mr. Harper. I'd love to. But I have my own car. However, you might ask Miss Gooden.
I intend to. Miss Gooden?
Call me Amelia.
Yes.
I'd love to go home with you, Mr. Harper.
I'm Morton to my friends.
Morton, such a distinguished name. You're such a distinguished man.
Thank you, Amelia. What if there's snow on the roof by chimney? There's lots of fire left in the chimney.
Got those two old buzzers. I mean, teachers.
You were young once yourself, weren't you, Buzz?
Oh, I get it. Don't you mean it's kind of late? Well, I mean,
It's never too late for what? Isn't it, Mr. Lundquist?
No, indeed.
Oh dear,
Something wrong, Mr. Lundquist?
I must have had these with me all day. It's the questions for the state scholarship exam. What?
But Miss Good already gave the test today.
She must have given the questions for last year. These are the questions for this year. I guess she'll just have to do the test again on Monday.
Well, in that case, I better be getting started on my homework.
Hey, you two. Just a second. Seeing how you two have done such a good job in showing say extraordinary circumstances, I've decided that there shall be no more homework.
no more homework.
That's swell of you, Mr. Lundquist.
I'd say. Come on, Pam. Let's go tell everybody to have a good stop.
No, sirree. No more homework. For one day. Night, all.
And thank you for all your patience and time.
Miss Molly. Miss Molly.
Oh, come on. Come here.
Fire.
Personal message from each one of them.